ever feel fantastic to see just hordes of traffic and be the guy going the other way, which is pretty much how I've worked out all of my schedules, which is good because the area I live in is booming like crazy with thousands of houses going in every year without the infrastructure and the road development to make it all happen. But that's not what this video is about. So welcome back, Top Hat Plus here. This guy. Today I want to talk to you guys about GM's direction and their new direction and the things that they've seemed to finally figure out and how they finally seem to build product lines that people really get excited about. And I feel like they are not the first. They're just taking pages out of other companies and they're putting that into effect. And like their main new objection or direction to me is their just ultra performance on an almost unrealistic budget. These cars seem expensive until you see what they do, and then you understand why they are so expensive, and you see how they have progressed, and you see the development. The ZL1 1LE just ran the Nürburgring in 7 minutes and 16 seconds. I believe that placed it 13th overall for production cars going around the ring, which is insane. Comparing it with the other vehicles that went around, it's unbelievable. They shaved 13 seconds off of the ZL1 time, which was already spectacular at 7:29. And I feel like the Z06 was a bit of a slap in the face for them and a reminder that they really can't just build anything. It really has to do everything because people are going to expect that of it. And they've got so many people hyped about the Corvette and the looks and the comfort and the performance and everything the car does that it's very important for them to deliver a car that does what it's supposed to. And I think the ZR1, and unfortunately for everybody who spent substantial amounts of money on a Z06, did not get it until 2017 when they fixed the heat soak issues. The ZR1 will be the car to deliver. And if the 1LE, the ZL1 1LE is a sign of the things to come, I mean, the time is mega impressive, but I feel like it will be squandered by the Corvette. I mean, the Corvettes just are. They are lighter. They are more aerodynamic by a large percentage. Like, everything about them is that next level of sports car. And then when you strap the same stuff to it, it almost sounds unrealistic. It seems just hard to imagine that those numbers can and will exist out of a Chevy. But they will, and they are. A Maserati. Weird. Not a Maserati guy. So they've come out with this ultra high performance line of automobiles, which is good, but they've done other things that have really just built everything else up. And what I'm talking about is the Redline Edition. The Redline Edition is available on 9 models of car. They are eyeballing my car hard. At least I think that, or it's the Maserati. Who knows? Oh, that snap crackle pop is unbelievable. Anyway, this Redline Edition they come out with on 9 models. They come out with it on the Traverse, the Equinox, the Camaro, the Cruze, the Silverado. I believe the Tahoe has it as well. I could be wrong, but it's on a bunch of different GM automobiles. And it's probably the first Cruze that I've seen that I was like, damn, like that's pretty slick looking. I could own that. Silverado. I like Silverados. I like them in general. But when I seen the Redline Edition, just with the subtle little visual cues and tweaks and that, I was like, yeah, I could own that too. The Traverse, same thing. The Camaro even, it says Camaro in black and it is outlined in red. Looks very sharp. very, very sharp. And this Redline Edition, oh, yeah, buddy? That was a cool car, and he gave me a thumbs up. That's rare. So, this Redline Edition has increased the average amount of money the customers are spending and ultimately putting more money in GM's pocket. Now, I feel the first company to really kill that was Ford, and the company that seems to be pushing the performance through the roof, and it's just one model. I feel like the Dodge Viper ACR literally just showed everybody that this is how you build a ridiculous sports car. And now GM, because in my opinion GM builds better cars, they will take that little tidbit of information and they will build a better car. It will be lighter, faster, stronger. Everything about it will be the next level above what Dodge doesn't do. And not that I'm just trying to shit on a Dodge, but I don't find Dodges that nice. I don't find just everything about them, the seals on the doors, the fitments and trims and this and that and the others. They put a huge Hemi under the engines, or under the hoods of their cars, but everything around it just isn't very nice. And that's really where my love for Dodge just veers. When I see my car and I see all the little details they put in, and I pop the hood and I see all the little details they put in, I feel like I bought a better car with an equivalently good motor. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with the Hemi, because I think the Hemi does fine. It burns a ton of gas, but it gets the job done, and it puts the power to the back wheels, and you go really fast, and they put it in everything, and whew, that's a big truck. So I don't know, I'm so excited that over the next few years there will be only better things to come, better cars to... Whoa, bro. That was my turn. Problem is everybody turns right. And when you don't turn right, they think you just forgot to put your signal on. But God forbid, somebody actually operated their car and signaled their intent so that you were aware. Nope. Not going to happen. So, what do you guys think? Have you checked out the new Redline Editions? Would you buy a new Redline Edition? Do you think it's just another cash grab? Do you think the 1LE is overpriced? I think it was $80,000 US, which will probably make it 90 to 92,000 Canadian, considering that's an equivalent price to a Z28 was back in 2014, 2015, and it blew the freaking doors off it. Not by a little, but by a hell of a lot. To me, it looks better, and that was a manual. They put the 10-speed in the ZL1, ran it around the ring, which is supposed to be this ultra-fast transmission, and then they put the manual in the 1LE. And I don't know how many of you watched the video, but it was unbelievable. Watching that guy just slam the gears and just zero F's given and just slayed the track and put down a time that was unbelievable. What do you think? Do you think GM went lax on their ZL1 time so that the 1LE looked better? I almost wondered, because the guy that ran the ZL1 was not a race car driver. He was an engineer for GM, and he did a great job. But nobody is as fast as a guy that does it for a living. That's just, to me, that's just fact. You put a proper driver in, he will always shave tenths of a second off. And when you're talking a 7+ minute lap time, tenths of a second on each, what, like 84 corners on the Nürburgring, you're talking about time at the end. You're talking a number of seconds. So I don't know about that. I think maybe, but I think the ZL1 1LE time was 100%. I think they put a great driver behind the wheel. He absolutely trashed that track, and just, like, they should emboss the bow tie on something in there and just be like, Chevy came, Chevy did, and Chevy left. And we get to buy these cars and drive them. That will be so collectible in 25 years. That will be the car to own, because it went and it just redefined, re-inspired our imagination, I mean, I knew the lap time before the video ended, and I was sitting there watching him on the last straightaway. It's like, go, 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 go. Like, I was cheering him on, and like, it just was like, I don't know, it was so exciting, and that car was just such an animal. That excites the hell out of me. Is this guy going? Is he not going? Go. You were technically next. I will give you the right of way this time, Jeep, but next time I'm taking it. So that's my 2 cents on the whole thing. I am super excited. The ZR1 is coming. Their mid-engine car is coming. And even owning this SS, after watching all of this and gathering all of this, seeing the new SS1 LE, seeing they're coming out with the 2 SS1 LE, they've got the Redline Edition, they've got all this, I still have zero regrets on buying this car. I still think I bought the perfect Camaro for me, my personality. I took it to a car show last night, and I mean, I'm biased as hell because this is my car, but I think of the 250 cars there, 50% of them were Camaros. There was 4 6th gens. There was probably a dozen 5th gens. And I was parked next to a 2012 ZL1. And I think my car had more attention than every other car in there. It seemed like everybody perused by everything and was like, oh yeah, that's, you know, that's that and that's that. But my car, like, everybody went over with a fine-tooth comb. I had tons of people ask me about the mods and different things, and I was not standing by it. I was just perusing back over, and I would troll them, telling them, you know, oh, this car sucks. Can you believe this guy bought it? And they would just sit there and totally correct me. So that was pretty fun too, just trying to get people's unbiased opinions. And I don't know, I was so proud of myself, my channel, having you guys giving me all this support and feedback and calling me out on my shit and my crappy videos when I make those. Hopefully there's not that many. Just everything. When the mods look awful, you guys just, you let me know. You keep me straight and you help me get things done. I mean, liking the videos is really all I need. That puts it out there, and that gets more people watching it, and that really just amplifies everything, and it's putting me closer and closer by the day to buying a mid-engine supercar, because that is the goal. I want to buy a Chevy because I love these things. Like, I am so happy with this car. And I'm going to stop rambling because I could sit here all day and tell you how much I love this car. But you already know that. So until next time, take care, guys. I appreciate all the support. Drive safe and behave if at all possible.